right, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. A few announcements. I'm going to be doing something special on Wednesday, which is December 9th, which is my birthday. So I want to do something special for you guys. So if you're a subscriber here and you haven't clicked that little bell, please click that little bell so that you get notified when I do the special thing. Or whatever. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Welcome in. If you like the content I create, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get into it. Please understand these are general readings, so feel free to swap around the energies. I could be talking to a cross-watcher. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In the extended, if any zodiac signs show up, I will tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you if I'm going to look at them or how it's going to go. All right. Unfinished symphony. A lot of this energy today. Mending. Never-ending story. This is a cycle that's repeating itself. Boy, is this freaking loud today. You have somebody in your life that you keep going around and it never gets any better, okay? I invite you to ask yourself why. Why is that? Why is that? I think it's possible that you might have different goals in mind, all right? It's possible. So let's see where we go here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It just never gets any better. Like you feel like you're on the brink of a new day, mending, we're getting back together, or we're, able to communicate better. This could be, a boss. This could be a family member. Seven of Swords underneath. I see this Eight of Cups. Going toward a better thing. Going towards Ten of Pentacles. Turning your back on a liar. Two of Wands. Boy, this is so, it's like Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Fool has been loud today. King of Wands, Tower. This person could be a Sag, Aries, Leo. Ten of Wands. Five of Cups, Six of Swords. All right, I see both cards of moving on. This person is, it's like they say one thing and they do another, right? They make a decision. This is almost like the promises of an alcoholic, like tomorrow's going to be better. Tomorrow's going to be, or a gambler, someone who is addicted to gambling or something. So there's a new day, right? Every day is a new day, and you sort of go along with it, and then again it blows up in your face. Every single time it blows up in your face. You think this person is going to change, or you think that they're going to be able to, move forward in some meaningful way. All right, so there's a lot of sadness when you finally realize that there is no hope. There is no hope for this person changing. And what needs to happen is you taking action to move away from this, all right? I think that's how you grow up here a little bit. All right, Death, there's Scorpio, Temperance, Nine of Pentacles. I think that what keeps you in this cycle is you don't want to be single, or that you can't, I feel like you might have believed at one point that you couldn't stand on your own 2 feet, or that you don't want to. It's not really about like my capability. It's that I don't wish to. I like to be married, or I like to be in relationship, and I don't know where I'm going, so I can't get rid of this. I can't leave this behind because I don't know what's ahead. And I will say on a personal note that when I was getting divorced, only when I got to the point of, if there was never anybody else, ever, would I still walk away? And when the answer was yes, I knew it was the time to go, okay? Please clarify the Tower for me. Moon. Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I'm going to say this to you. I feel like not only are you selling yourself short in terms of relationship, but I do feel like you're going towards something that's much more stable for you. Okay? This takes up a lot of energy. All right? This really takes up a lot of energy. King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. You know, it's going to be so much better when you finally realize what an illusion this has been. Very much an illusion. What's going on with this person? Four of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. They're just unable to get out of their own way. Man, this has been the story for everybody today. People from our past that are holding us back. Story at 11, okay? Definitely stuck energy, slow-moving energy, can't make a decision, can't look at themselves, can't get out of their own way. It's almost like this person, I mean, here's the thing. I think this person is trying to do it for you. And while that sounds good, they need to do it for themselves. Okay? So like an addict, you know, I hear a lot of people saying, you know, I did it for my kids, you know, getting out of drinking or whatever. I hear it, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, they really do have to do it because they want to create a new life. Not really necessarily only for someone else. It only works if there's a commitment to self underneath this. All right. And these new beginnings all the time, or mending. Yeah, you've invested a lot of time and effort in this. So it really is, the time has come. All right. The time has come to just call it. Okay? I know you're going to feel like you have to go through this transformation, but the universe is kind of keep bringing this back around and around to you until you finally say uncle. Okay? Because I don't think this person is honestly able to really move on. Now, this can be something that's going on inside of you. That if you want to get rid of a pattern in your life, if you want to get rid of something that you have done, first of all, or that keeps getting in your way, first of all, you can, it is about getting more self-reflective. Why am I unhappy? Or what's going on here? And I keep doing these little, I either keep going to therapy or I can't quite get beyond it. I can't quite get over this. It just keeps happening again and again and again and again. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Empress, Knight of Cups. I don't think you've quite, I got all the knights here. I don't think you quite have put your finger on what it truly is that you're growing into, or that you're wanting to become, or wanting to go toward. It's right now, it's just about getting away from. Can you co-create with the universe where you want to go? What that might look like, what that might feel like? Can you understand what that relationship does every day, or what your life is like when you get out of a job that keeps, demanding of you more and more time and gives you less and less back? Can you even fathom what that would be like to wake up and not have to do that anymore? Give yourself a little chance to fantasize about what it would be like without this, okay? And I feel like the reason that it keeps coming back is because you don't want to feel the sadness of letting something go. There's familiarity, okay? There's familiarity. There's also a lack of, what am I going to do next, or where am I going? I don't want to leave this. I don't want to leave something behind, as bad as it is, or as you know, unsatisfying as it is until I know where I'm going. And I think that's the thing that's stopping you here. Because it's time to do the fantasizing around where it is you want to go. We keep getting stuck in these cycles because there's a lack of belief in oneself that you can create the thing you want. There's a lack of awareness of even what that might look like. I've been in this for so long, I don't know what a good relationship feels like or what a good job would feel like. I think a lot of this today, this message is so loud in all 4 readings that there really is a need to create something new for yourself. And that comes from being in harmony with your higher self. That comes from meditation. That comes from getting beyond, because your brain is only a processor. It's only through your past experience that you can, even see what is going on or what you have created already in the world. But you're trying to create something brand new. That's why role models and things like that are so important. I want to create a life like that. I want that life. Okay? And through your meditation with higher self, you get to see what you're in alignment with. That's why I do North Node classes. That's why I do astrology classes, to see what you're in alignment with, what is on your path. And then you get to choose how you create that. Okay? So there's a lot of really deep reflection needs to happen here. And the need to be okay with some loss or pain. The need to be okay with that. So I feel like you could be dealing with someone who's a Sag, Aries, Leo. You could be dealing with someone who's a Virgo. I mean, all of the knights are here and everything like that. I feel like you're wanting to create something that's more Taurus, Libra, more harmonious, more anchored. I see you wanting to go toward King of Pentacles, Empress, being in that space. This is like being inspired to create that. So here's what you're going to need to do. Instead of trying to pull in somebody who's that, this is about you doing you. And pull that into yourself. And then you pull somebody like that toward you. You get what I'm saying? You don't pull somebody toward you that's way outside of your experience if you haven't done it for yourself, if you can't create that new platform for yourself. And I think you are. I think you might be. This tower is like momentary. You got a moment to decide. I'm getting out of this or I'm not. You're going to jump on that boat that's moving away from the thing you're on that's on fire. You're on a boat that's sinking. You got 2 seconds. What are you doing? Okay? What are you doing? All right, so let's see where we go. I see all the knights here. There's movement here. There's tower here. There's some event that happens. You keep going around and around in cycle. It's like what? It's almost like you're yelling to the universe, like, what? Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep getting things blown up in my face? Why can't I see where I'm going? Well, we're going to find that out. Okay? All right, water sign? So let's see where we go. The link is below for you if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there.